You're listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Wednesday the 20th of August, 2025. It is 61 days after the summer solstice. It is 33 days before the fall equinox. By the French Republican calendar, it is the third day of Fructidor, the day of the Lycoperdon, the puffball. The sun rises today at 6:11 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:59 p.m. The sun sets today at 7:46 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 8:15 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 8:50 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 27 seconds, shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waning crescent phase and is 8% full at midday. The new moon will arrive on Saturday, the 23rd of August. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the wee hours, low tide, 3:17 a.m., 15 centimeters. In the morning, high tide, 9:45 a.m., 1 meter 37. In the afternoon, low tide, 2:26 p.m., 24 centimeters. At night, high tide, 9:38 p.m., 1 meter 62. In our shared realm of plants and animals, the soundscape around us says a great deal about our relationship to the natural world. How loud our machines are. Sitting in Socrates Sculpture Park, the noise of cars and trucks on Vernon Avenue is incessant. Helicopters pass overhead at a steady pace. Trucks backing up beep. Against that backdrop of noise, only the occasional plaintive cry of a seagull, or the caws of passing crows, or the whine of the cicadas can break through. If one is very still and listens attentively, the gentler calls of songbirds can be heard, but ever so quietly. Even in one of the quieter backyards, far from the busier streets, the sustained hum of air conditioners fills the air, and distant emergency sirens punctuate the day. Commemorations. A somber anniversary. Today is the day in 1619 when enslaved Africans were first landed on these shores. The captives were from the Congo and Ndongo kingdoms and had been kidnapped by the Portuguese. Loaded onto a ship in Luanda, 350 souls were sent across the Atlantic. About 150 of them died during the passage. Just before arriving in New Spain, the slave ship was intercepted by 2 English privateering vessels, the White Lion and the Treasurer, who grabbed about 60 of the captives. The White Lion landed on this day in Point Comfort, Virginia, where they sold off about 20 human beings. This marks the beginning of the African slave trade in continental North America. On this day in 1926, Japan's public broadcasting company was established. The Nippon Hoso Kyokai, or NHK, is funded by television license fees. How revolutions eat their own. On this day in 1940, the exiled Russian revolutionary Leon Trotsky was fatally wounded in Mexico City. The assassination was carried out by Ramon Mercader, who used an ice axe. Trotsky died the next day. On this day in 1968, the Prague Spring was crushed. The leader of Czechoslovakia, Alexander Dubček, had attempted a liberalizing reform, dubbing his new program Socialism with a Human Face. On this day, Warsaw Pact troops invaded Czechoslovakia, deposed Dubček, and ended his experiment. Today we wish a happy birthday to Connie Chung, born on this day in 1946. The American television journalist has worked for the largest news networks in the country, but she is especially remembered for her work as co-anchor of the CBS Evening News. Happy birthday, Connie Chung. We also wish a happy birthday to Al Roker, born on this day in 1954. Known best for his weather reporting, Roker was born in the borough of Queens, so he is a neighbor as well. Happy birthday, Al Roker. Finally, today is World Mosquito Day. It commemorates the discovery in 1897 by the British doctor Sir Ronald Ross that female Anopheles mosquitoes transmit malaria between humans. And that is the Observatory, Wednesday the 20th of August, 2025.